Oh, this is awesome. Yep, my boots are getting drenched.
Welcome back to all past, present and future adventure rides to my 6-day solo 3,000 plus kilometre adventure ride in New South Wales, Australia. Total mouthful, I know, I struggled to actually say it. But morning 4, I'm halfway through my ride. I survived a massive rainstorm last night in my little tent, but I came across this awesome inland sea, woke up to it this morning, the sun shining. Life is so good. This is one of the best adventure rides I've ever been on. I'm about to chase after days 4, 5 and 6. But if you're freaking out that you've missed out on days 1, 2 and 3, go into the description, hit the link, and that'll be the first video, then come back and watch this one. Otherwise, keep watching. Let's see what mischief I can get up to with my trusty workhorse, my DRZ400E named Sally.
It's just the best feeling in the world when you've got the sun shining, you're starting on some awesome tight track in the middle of nowhere, and you're just going to, as you can see, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't really matter. It's just always a great way to start the day, but it is slick. Oh wow, slick as because of all the rain last night. Geez, I'm all over the shop. I've been to a lot of places in Australia and have travelled quite a bit, but I've never known to have so many animals, meaning kangaroos and emus. They are everywhere. I've got emus there, kangaroos there, kangaroos in front of me, kangaroos there. I've got emus in there, and these ones are they're just nuts. But it's so good to see that wildlife is just on an absolute boom still in places. Unreal. Whilst I'm tackling this greasy track still going quite slow, last night I did some checks on my bike and found I lost the top bolt for my exhaust pipe to my subframe, and it had been rattling around for who knows how long, but that bolt has never came off in thousands of kilometres, so I've got a feeling it probably snapped under just fatigue and wear and tear. But then my second bolt down was getting loose. I'm like, oh, imagine if that fell out too. There goes my there goes my exhaust pipe, I guess. But luckily a trick I took from my dad, it's also a downside, but I always overpack, and I found the perfect bolt that just fitted straight in and got the job done. So my exhaust pipe should stay in place for the rest of the trip anyway.
Oh, another dead end. I'm pretty far inland too. I don't want to have to backtrack, but that's hundreds of meters long. That's I can't get through that. I better suss out the maps and see what I can do about this. Well, I think it's fair to say I'm completely off track. I'm just following some sort of remnants of some sort of trail. It doesn't come up on my maps, but oh, look at this big old sucker. But I don't think this is going to take me to where I want to go at all. Get through that. This sucks. Where am I going? Well, it's fair to say that all these tracks I'm finding will have the same issue, and they're all blocked by this overflowing river, and I only need to be like a kilometre over that way, but I'm going to have to go all the way back from where I came from, which is miles and there. I think I've got enough petrol, but I better not waste any time because this is going to chew into a big chunk of my day now. But the tyres are all caked on with rubbish, the bike's covered in just everything, mud all up in there, but she's doing the job. I don't even have a license plate anymore, but my thongs are still here, so that's the main thing. I better get to it though. I don't know if you can see on the track, but that's my tyre mark going eastbound. I'm now coming out of the national park going westbound. There's only been 1 hour and this road is 10 times less slick than it was an hour ago when I was going eastbound. So I'm now doing 80, could probably do 100k an hour if I wanted to, whereas going the other direction, only an hour ago I couldn't even maintain traction at 40k an hour or 60 max. That's crazy how quick it can dry out. I'm back on track, heading out of this national park, and I'll start filming and pick up the action from the next national park I get to. But as I get out of here, there's a lake I camped next to last night. How awesome is that to be next to? Beautiful. Well, there's my next stop.
all those mountain ranges over there. I'm pretty much north of Griffith now, in the middle of New South Wales, and I'm going to go exploring in there and see what mischief I can get up to before finding a campsite for day 4. I really thought my slippery riding was over for a period of time anyway, but now I find myself once again at the mercy of rainy, this is shithouse. I'm making an executive decision. Somehow, 4 days in, I'm on the slipperiest stuff ever. So I'm going to try and follow my maps and get on a main drag, because this sucks. I do really love the bush riding. Obviously deserts is my preference in the outback, but the problem with the outback is sometimes you need to do hundreds, or all the time, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers just to do one single track, and if you do get bored of it, you're sort of stuck committing. Whereas the bush stuff, you can zigzag in and out. 20 kilometers later you're on 10 different tracks, or you can change directions, so it is pretty enjoyable in that sense. But when it's so wet like this, you can't really achieve anything. It's pretty ironic riding next to this yellow field, because my bike used to be yellow, could be totally camouflaged in there, and things just don't feel right when the Suzuki isn't yellow. But I don't mind the black plastic, but one day I'll have to go back to yellow, I think. She's not happy with me at all. So I'm doing what you're not meant to do, and I'm riding down a farmer's driveway. I wasn't filming, but back there a truck has gone off the road, it's totally bogged. And he said, yeah, just chuck your necks right and speak to a guy called Ben, see if he's around. So I hope I don't get shot, because I'm in the middle of nowhere, really no one would know. Well, due to some privacy, I'm not just going to go film some random bloke, but that was very, very strange indeed, because that bloke had no idea what I was on about. Let's just say that job done. I feel good about myself helping someone out, and the farmer's going to head down there, but very interesting conversation indeed. So let's get out of here. I'm meant to be up in there in the mountains, but I've just realised I'm getting further and further away from him, and the couple of left turns that I thought were roads are just farmer roads. So I don't even know if I'm going to end up back in the mountains yet, but I ain't turning back around. I've gone too far in this mud, which is really kicking my butt, to be honest. It's so fatiguing. So I'm just going to kick on. It's still fun, so oh no. Oh, don't fall, shit, that was close, idiot. I've got to stop talking to this stupid camera, but it misses all the fun if I don't talk to it. I'll tell you what, I had no idea about this track, and I had no intention of being on it at all. As I said, I was meant to be up in the mountains there, but that hasn't worked out for me. But this is the beauty of adventure riding. I'm having the absolute time of my life riding along this trail. It's challenging, it can be fast at times. I've got awesome scenery, and as long as you've got fuel in the tank and sort of a half-cocked direction in mind, it all works out in the end. You just got to go with the flow and absolutely take it for what it is. And that's the perfect attitude to have, I believe. If you just bitch and moan and complain about it, you're going to hate your ride. But how good is this? Unexpected trail indeed. Well, I need to be up there, and unfortunately this is 50 centimeters deep, and I ain't going through that all for a campground I know nothing about. I'll see, maybe we can get around it from another road, but it's not looking promising. Over there at the base of that mountain is my location for tonight. I am 8 kilometers away, and I've been ducking and dodging water over roads everywhere. Please allow me to get there after all of today. It has been a mammoth ride. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope it's a pretty cool place and nobody's around. I'm definitely at the base of this mountain. I believe it's called Ben Hall's Campground. Came across it completely by fluke on the map. It just happened to be in an area that I wanted to go through. What have we got here? Come on, it's got to be positive. How fitting, one final little creek crossing to get into here. Night 4, this will do me. I think I'm going to take this one, not that I'm going to use the barbecue, because I want some cover in case it rains. I can sit under there and settle my gear up. Yep, Night 4, job done. Thank you very much. Ben Hall's campground, just saviour. What an absolutely beautiful, sensational morning. I've got the yellow fields, I've got the mountain range getting smaller and smaller, the sun shining. I've got a perfect road to start the morning where I can just hum along and warm up. Oh, just adventure riding at its finest. There's no one on the roads either. Once again, I'm not seeing anybody other than the really odd, weary traveller like myself once a day. Just perfect stuff. Oh, hang on, a bit of water on the road. This is going to be risky for the... Whoa, too fast. Too fast through the water. That's alright. I was humming along and then bam, I had to hit the brakes. But how good's this? I've got my shadow. Hey buddy. He's riding on the right of me, but today he'll be in front of me, the direction I'm going. But it's always good to have a riding partner that doesn't complain. He's a pretty good rider as well. I don't know how he can sit in his... sit on that chair for so long though. He must have bums of steel. Wow, that's moving fast.
How are you going to go?
It's not the depth, it's the speed of it. Did you feel the car moving a bit?
I could go through on the other side and take it from it.
Oh yeah, what'll that look like? Yeah, you reckon?
I'll help you pick it up if you go.
He's going to try to take the brunt of it and stick to the right and see if that works, because this water is moving fast and I don't want to drop my bike. It's about 40 centimetres deep, but this should be pretty interesting.
Take it slow?
Yeah, I'll just get you to get in there and I'll see what it looks like. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. After a bit of a stint on the tar, I'm back on the dirt, which is awesome, but I'm going to try and go over 2 mountain ranges directly east to then end up on a beach. Fingers crossed it pans out, because the way this trip has panned out, there's going to be a dead end somewhere or a blocked road or something, but at least I'm up high now, so hopefully no flooded roads. We'll see. I'm riding along this awesome fire trail, beautiful bushland, trying to get over this mountain range, but I feel so blessed to be able to live in this country. I've only travelled 800 kilometres west, then 800 kilometres east, and I feel like I've been in 2 different worlds in terms of landscape options, and that's only a little bit of what Australia has to offer. I've still got to explore all the top north over the coming years in the tropics, but what a country to be in for adventure riding if you want variety. It's just sensational. Like, the desert's been awesome, this bushland's awesome. It's absolutely an adventure rider's dream, in my opinion. Well, my second mountain range is under attack by my mighty DRZ400E. The ocean's only 20 kilometres as the bird flies, but it'll be no fun going back by tar. So, second mountain range, let's see what you've got to produce, and hopefully no barriers. This is certainly not going to stop me. Oh yeah, go, yeah, oh, few little hidden rocks there. Okay. My map's just displayed a campground called Shallow Crossing Campground. Well, I don't know about the dictionary, but the word crossing to me means crossing something. And because I'm going down the valley, no doubt it's some water. It looks pretty mainstream here though. So let's suss it out. Alright. Moment of truth. Oh wow. Okay. Well, how deep's that? 30 centimetres. Whew. Well, no time like today but to take on something like this. Oh, this is awesome. Yep, my boots are getting drenched. Oh man, How good is this? This is the best river cross I've ever had because I can see the ground and it's concrete. Fantastic stuff. That's definitely the longest crossing I've done today. Just another PB for this trip, but I had the easiest floor, so it all counteracts each other. But Shallow Creek Crossing Campgrounds, anyone's interested, beautiful spot. You got a river to play in, Sally's been washed, so it's all good stuff. Continue on. I made it. The ocean, the glorious, glorious adventure rider's bathtub. Oh, it's only going to be a 5-minute freezing cold dip because it's only a couple of weeks out of winter and it is the south coast, but there is my bath that I've been talking about for so long because I absolutely dead set just stink like man juices, let's put it that way. Just sweating my balls off. Awesome stuff. Well, I've only got 10 more minutes and I'm going to dunk in. I'm going to have to find a campsite for day 5 so I can kick off day 6 in style on my last day on the way home. Would you look at that? Brawley Point is the place I'm at. Why? Because it was the only beach that didn't throw me out itinerary wise between my 2 points of location, and I can apparently park my bike right here and I'm the only idiot that's going to be down there, but I don't care. In and out it is. I'm going to wash this this putrid body of mine. Oh, sensational. The desert to the beach. It doesn't get much better. Well, to my lovely wife, I'm officially sea cleaned. So I've got one more day of hardcore riding, but I'll be coming home with only 1 day's worth of mess, grime and dirt. So I still love you and I'll see you soon. Well, it's my last morning. It's a bittersweet moment because my ride's coming to an end, but obviously I'm going home to see my family, which I always look forward to. Last night was an atrocious night. I had to pull off on the side of the road in this sort of rocky outcrop. That's all I had. I ran out of daylight, but it was so windy all night and the tent's not in any ground. It's just sitting on some top of some rock with more rocks holding it down. I had no sleep, but to take any good out of a bad situation, I've woken up to this beautiful sunrise overlooking the ocean and all this sort of mountain ranges. So it's all good. I'll get on the bike and I'll feel much better soon. So I'm just riding to the start of Monkey Gum Trail, which is a fire trail I've been wanting to do for some time, but I believe it might be getting closed down, so I've tapped it onto the end of this adventure ride, which also allows me to tick the box for desert, bush, hardcore riding, beaches, any sort of riding into one adventure ride. I'm going to meet a local called Max. He's graciously offered to guide me through the track, and I'm not going to be stubborn and turn that down because this track may kick my butt, I don't know yet. But anyway, we're going to have some harder style riding today. And hold Sally all kitted up. We'll see how she goes in the enduro mode, but it should be some fun regardless. Looking forward to it. All right, let the fun begin. I've met Max, had a handshake, top bloke, had a quick chat, and he's going to be my angel today to guide me through some of the harder trails when we get there. He reckons it'll be sweet, but it's just the weight on the bike that I always worry about. But it's going to be pretty epic, and I'm looking forward to it. He's got the mighty XR400. Nice looking bike. I always love the older style bikes, but let's see how we go, eh? My problem is my bag whacks me in the bum when I want to be dropping down low, so that's the only drama having an adventure setup. Whoa, Jesus, this is full on. There's no way I would have been feeling confident coming here on my own in this setup. I may have committed to it, but I still would have been feeling pretty apprehensive. I'm in the rut, idiot. What am I doing, Lance? Get out of the rut. I've got to give a shout out to Max though. Like, here he is on his Saturday, giving up his time to lead me through. He's also on his XR400 that he hasn't tested in this conditions yet, but he's setting that up for an adventure ride, and hopefully he's having fun. But I tell you what, watching him go through the puddles and knowing where all the dodgy bits are is making my life so much easier. So I really appreciate it, Max. When you watch this video back, thanks buddy. Oh, like a pro. Okay. Is it that easy, eh?
Just pop on down here. I hope my panniers don't whack the sides there. Here goes nothing. I wonder if I can go up the left way there. Wonder. Let's see how this is gonna go. Alright, we've got some hard stuff now. Come on, Sally. Come on, climb. This is what you're born for. Nice! Whoa, that's intense. Oh, I'm so sorry, bike. I didn't even know how Max got over to that side, to be honest. How did he do that? Oh. Left, right. Oh yeah. Slosh. See, I can't do that with my legs properly because of my bloody packs on the side. Alright. Come on, Lance. This looks tough. I've got too much weight on this bike. It's probably 30 kilos back here. Gonna get a max track. Awesome. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, go. Yes. Yes. Oh. There's no way I would have got that on my own. Not with unloading my bike, that's for sure. Thanks, Max. And ironically, I left over Max tracks. That was awesome.
Max said that was the hardest bit, and I'm going to get up. So he's filling me with confidence, that's for sure. Filling me with confidence. Stand up, Lance. There we go. Well, that's my adventure ride done now. It's 6 days. By the time I get home, 3,300 kilometers. My mighty DRZ400E has done the desert, the bush, the water, the ocean, an enduro trip. It's really performed once again, and the only downside was a bit of clutch slippage towards the end there. It seems fine now though, so I'm not going to put too much effort into worrying about that. And I just love this bike, as you all know, and until it lets me down fully, it'll still be my favourite bike. And it is so capable. So until next time, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the series. Oh, what have I got here? Hang on. Oh, Jesus. Please maybe subscribe and give me a thumbs up, because I'm actually I'm enjoying this YouTube thing a little bit too much. That's the Apprentice Adventurer signing out. Oh, too deep, shivers. Catch us all next time. Well, we're done our ride, everybody. I just want to say thanks to Max. Thanks very much.
No worries.
We literally connected over Instagram a week ago, and he said, mate, I'll take you out and guide you through. So that was a lifesaver. But he's a local Tanawa. He knows all the tracks. I'm looking up on Turn 3 Racing.
That's it.
Instagram and Facebook. Maybe just send him a hello or a shout out, and you might see him on the trails and he'll do a ride for you. But it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You saved my life on one moment too. So there was a few sketchy moments, but there was once where I don't think I was getting out without the Max tracks and Max.